Okay. And you'll see it says video encoding started, audio encoding started, and sometimes that'll give you frame messages. That's not a problem. Okay, see it says encoded and filing, encoding to file and streaming to primary. So it's encoding the file and it's streaming. And then if we get so we can see that the Verizon Manager thing. See, it now says connected. It doesn't say dormant because it's doing something.
And then that says connected?
Down there. Okay. See, that's what I like to keep an eye on, that this always says connected. So just kind of between plays, you know, keep glancing at that. And then we can also see what it looks like on the website. So usually I try to put this like there somewhere. You can also shrink this a little, maybe. Maybe just shrink this, it'll shrink. Okay. So if you go to the home page and click on the live football thing.
Where's that?
Okay.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
That big honking
the big
ad?
thing, yeah. or up here, and there's also a lowellsun.com/live, which takes you there directly. If you click on that, it'll take you to the football page, and the thing should start playing. Now, they say they're going to have a sponsor, so there will be an ad that plays before it automatically.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so game of the week. Game of the week. Yeah, and they're going to want you, assuming they get a sponsor, they're going to want you to read a little message. You know, this game is brought to you. This live webcast is brought to you by Stelio's Restaurant in Billerica, or whatever.
Who will give me the copy to read?
I'm going to send Chris Tierney an email to send it to you.
Okay.
To your email.
And when do I say it?
Before the game starts, at the end of the first quarter, at the end of the second quarter, start of the third quarter, whatever. Basically, at the start of each quarter and the end of the game. So
I'm not supposed to be saying anything else other than that.
No, you don't have to worry about that. And because there's a loudspeaker giving the plays, which is kind of handy. The PA announcer. Okay, so I try to keep that. You can either hide it behind there so you can see part of it, or put it down below. Now, there's a time lag between what's going through the computer and having it come back on. So watch this. Okay, so I'm going to change. We'll see how long it takes to catch up. Mm-hmm. Okay, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. So that's only like a 6-second delay. Once it gets going a while, or more complicated content, or like motion, I guess, the delay can be like 30 seconds, a minute. It's hard to tell. It can be a long delay.
Okay.
So the fact that you're seeing the picture coming back at you on the Lowell Sun website is good, but it means everything was fine 30 seconds or a minute ago. It doesn't necessarily mean everything is fine now. So that's why I like to keep an eye on the connected thing.
Okay. So you've got this up, you've got this up, and you've got that up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But this will, show you what people are seeing.
So any tips on shooting football?
Oh, so let's see. Shooting itself. Okay, what I usually do. Well, you could watch like a previous webcast, but basically, okay, so when they're getting ready for a play, I usually frame it so that, okay, say I'm Lowell, and I've got the ball, and this is Methuen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'd frame it so that you see the front of the Methuen line, and you see the center, the guy that snaps the ball,
Mm-hmm.
back to the quarterback who's going to get it. I kind of start out with that medium tight, not real tight, and so you can see the center, the quarterback gets the ball, and it's going to be either a handoff or a pass or a run or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, like if he's, until you get really good at following passes, which I'm really not, I don't try to follow the pass real tight. It's almost like you kind of have to get a sense of where the ball is going and just, pan to where the ball is going.
Okay.
So you could sort of start out fairly wide on the passes until you get the hang of if you can figure out where it's actually going or not.
Oh, okay.
The ones I like best are when the quarterback's down there and he passes like to the near side, because for some reason it's a lot easier to follow when it's sort of coming at you closer, and then you end up with this nice, really tight shot. The hard things for me are, when they're obviously being intentionally deceptive, like they pretend to pass it to one person, but it's really going to another person.
Yeah, that's the thing that's going to be hard for
the whole
me
point,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, it seems like once or twice a game I kind of space out, and it's like, suddenly, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then, see, like here, if you don't keep this too tight,
which
it'll
part
kind of
should be
sag.
tight?
That's this, to keep the tension up. That, I think, was loosening it. That's tight, so that really wouldn't, that's too tight. So you want it something like, so you can, and this seems, okay, so that's sort of a good, because it'll go at a nice, that's about the right speed, actually, for following a pass or something.
Okay.
Okay, and
Let's
then
try that.
this is.
Yeah. Try not to give people
Right.
migraines by using the heck out of that, right?
Well, I'll zoom as things are happening. Like once you say you're not sure where the guy is, but the guy catches the ball, and then you know where he is. So I can zoom in tighter as he keeps running or something like that. You just can have fun with that.
And then, so then at halftime, what do you do?
At halftime, I'll usually, if I'm not too tired and there's a band, I'll kind of try to shoot the band nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Carmine or who's ever at the game finishes, adding up his statistics for the first half, talk to him just before the game and tell him, or whoever it is, where you are, and they'll come up and talk at the camera. And just say, this is what's been happening in the first half.
Oh, okay. How long does he usually talk for?
5 minutes or something like that.
Okay. And you're never really putting anything on pause or anything. You're just panning away from the band and
Right.
to Carmine seated.
Yeah, right.
You just
And, okay. And the other thing is try to shoot the scoreboard every so often. Like if there's a timeout or a lull or nothing's going on, that's a good time to pan to the scoreboard. And anytime anyone scores, I try to show the scoreboard.
And how long do you shoot the sports writer for?
However long he wants to talk.
Okay.
It's usually not 5 minutes or so. And like if it's getting near the end of the half or near the end of the game, and somebody might be interested in how much time is left on the clock.
Right.
Like I try to
Pan to that.
show the scoreboard maybe more often at the end of the half or at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
Now, just to give you an idea, I don't know if I want to confuse you. Say you accidentally, usually I tape this on so it stays on, but say you accidentally turn it's going to come back. So in the encoding file, there would be, 3 seconds of blue.
Okay.
So that doesn't interrupt the encoding or the webcasting.
Mm-hmm.
If the encoding stops, like this happened like during halftime last game, it was something weird about the signal, or I don't know what it was, but I noticed the encoding had stopped, so I had to restart it. And actually, this is useful to know for before the game, okay? Because usually what I do is get it set up, test it, and then, because you don't want to have like 20 minutes or whatever of, nothing happening on a football field at the start of the file when we upload it after the game for the website.
Mm-hmm.
I try to restart it, just as they're like, starting to do the national anthem or just,
Yeah.
getting ready for that. So you'll want to, so this was our test before the game. We're going to stop this.